Enable notifications by ringing the bell.
So earlier this year, something happened. And by something happening, I mean we lost some people. In terms of who we lost, Spooderman, Dr. Weird, Midnight Jaguar, I believe is his name.
By the way, spoilers, guys.
Okay, if you're watching this and you aren't aware of the spoilers that happen,
Apparently people get mad about that stuff still.
apparently, I guess. I mean,
Even though they, I think we talked about that earlier in a video. It's like, why are they watching this if they haven't seen it? But apparently people do.
yeah, apparently. So, anyway, Avengers Infinity War happened, and in that film, half of everyone's favorite characters bit the dust. Quite literally.
Mm-hmm.
We lost, out of the ones that really hit me the hardest, Spider-Man, Star-Lord, Doctor Strange, Drax, Mantis, pretty much all of the Guardians of the Galaxy save for Rocket. And then you had Black Panther that we lost. You had Sam. We lost Sam. We lost Falcon. Sorry. And that's Ashley. That's my sister. Actually, hold on one second. Let me see what she needs. Okay, sorry about that. That was my sister. She was having issues with a password that I helped set up for her on her some of her stuff online. So yeah, that was interesting. But anyway, Avengers Infinity War lost a lot of really good heroes, and a lot of people were sad about that, including several of our own. Several Renegades were very unhappy about that. Case in point, Heather, who is pretending to have repressed the whole thing, but she hasn't. She still feels it. She still looks at that Spider-Man poster on her wall and is just like, it can't be, no.
I mean, they're making another movie. I mean, they're also making another Guardians. They're also making another Black Panther, so...
Yeah, and this is actually kind of a thing because Ant-Man and Wasp has come out now, by the time you're watching this. And, it's interesting to see just how far they were willing to take it. I think there will be some permadeaths from this.
Sure.
I'm not sure if Gamora is going to be a permadeath or not. I hope not, because I love Zoe Saldana as Gamora. But hey, if she's tired of playing Gamora and wants out, I mean, it'll be her choice. And then there's also then I think a permadeath will be Vision. I think Vision might be a permadeath. I'm not sure, or at least a temporary death, a more finite death. They may bring him back later. I don't know. It all depends. But I'm interested to see who's going to live and who's going to die. I'm interested in terms of the next one, because they are making another Avengers movie, and it's actually already been made. It's just they're finishing up the editing and they're releasing it next year at the same time they released this one. So I'm interested to see how they're going to approach the story going forward. I wonder if they're going to pull the Soul Stone route, like you pointed out, like everyone's trapped in the Soul Stone. That's definitely one possibility. Another one is there's actually talk of a potential time travel story. Them stealing the Time Stone from Thanos and using it to repair all the damage that's been done. But then again, that's also opening up a paradigm for a bunch of alternate universes and time loops and everything, because Chiwetel Ejiofor in Mordo. Mordo stated that using the Time Stone excessively can result in time loops, infinite possibilities, time branches, and all that. And who's to say that won't happen? And that's how they tie up the Spider-Man timeline.
Maybe.
Like that's how they get Spider-Man out of the Marvel MCU and instead putting his own separate timeline away from the Avengers that we have now, and instead gets involved in his own with the Sinister Six and Venom. The Venom movie that's coming out.
Presumably, if you had the Time Stone and the Reality Stone, you could avoid accidental slip-ups like that when you manipulate time. But
that's true. That's actually true.
Who's powerful enough to wield 2 stones at the same time, honestly, and on that scale? Well,
there's actually been talk that Quill might have been able to, especially with access to his his celestial powers.
Sure, but
could have been able to, but
gone now.
Well, yeah. Well, people say it is, but at the same time, it's a possibility that he may actually still have a remnant of it. I mean, who's to say? But yet he's one that's been turned into dust. So there's a lot of possibilities with how they could approach this. Thor. What about Thor?
Well, that's
Thor and the Hulk.
Strong.
Thor and the Hulk. Imagine, if you will, Thor, or not Thor, but imagine this: Hulk, but with Banner's brain in the lead, instead of him being absorbed by the presence of the Hulk. Instead, he is able to actually use his brain whilst in the Hulk's body.
That would be interesting, but it seems unlikely.
Well, they're leading up to something with the Hulk because of the whole storyline with the Hulk actually being afraid of facing Thanos again.
Sure.
And being afraid of fighting again because he's afraid he's going to get beat down like he did at the beginning of Infinity War. Which, hey, once again, guys, if you're pissed about spoilers, sorry, not sorry. I mean, why are you watching this video? But anyway, we have the How It Should Have Ended Infinity War here, and let's get it on screen and let's give it a watch. And here we go.
Well, here we are. The location of the Soul Stone is right in there. I guess you better go in and get it.
This is a lake of acid lava.
I know, crazy, right? Well, hop on in and get that stone you need so bad. It's all the way at the bottom.
Bubbles.
Crap, you and your stinking bubbles.
You lied to me again.
What? That's crazy. You must have turned into bubbles. I mean, I wouldn't lie to you.
Your sister will pay for this.
Oh my gosh, Thanos, the sister has escaped.
Dang it, you guys had one job. This does not put a smile on my face.
Gotta say, it's still a pretty damn cool intro.
Oh no, why? Why would you do that? Too soon! No!
Wow.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Come on. It's been a few months.
You all right? I just went forward in time to see all the possible outcomes.
Well, how many did we win?
5. Oh yeah, you're much more of a Thanos.
I take it Ma is dead then.
The Maw, but
Accomplish his mission.
Local levitation. What is this? And sling ring and cut.
Wow.
yeah.
Awesome.
Nice job, Sherlock.
Did we win already?
He is very strong.
And baby Thanos.
Wow, that is a bazooka chin if I've ever seen
Terrifying.
Okay, now we can kill him.
Wait, we can't kill Thanos now. He's just a baby.
Well, who's gonna take care of him? We can't just leave him here.
Hey, honey, remember that dream I was
Oh
talking
God,
about having a
Tony,
baby?
no.
Oh no.
Say hello to our new son, Thanos. Oh, come on. This is not the weirdest thing I've brought home before. Tell me you didn't do it. No, you didn't. Is there anyone else not using their hands at the moment that could shut him?
Yeah, Nebula, there she is. I was wondering where the hell Nebula was. Because she was just standing there while Quill was just beating the crap out of Thanos. I was like, what? It's like, hey, where you at, girl? Where you at, Nebula?
The power of the gauntlet now rests on new shoulders. Anything I yearn for is within my grasp. You know what I yearn for? Dear Thanos.
All day.
Revenge.
I think that actually happened in the comics.
It did. Nebula got it.
Yeah, and she destroyed Thanos, and
Okay, I'm done.
Dibs. No, I don't think so. I'll be taking that, thanks.
Aw.
This will be the end of Wakanda.
Then it will be the noblest ending in history.
Don't worry, everyone. I've got
hey,
this.
Wong.
Mirror dimension. And gone. Yes.
That's true. They
Yeah.
could have just used the mirror dimension
Mirror
there.
dimension is.
But this is how it really should have ended.
Thanos!
I told you. You'd die for that. You should have. Aim for the head. You know, I was thinking the exact same thing. But then I thought, nah, the art is good. Huh?
Yep.
Oh, poo.
Oh, poo.
And so I defeated Thanos because I am truly awesome. I have this amazing new axe. The rabbit gave me a new eyeball from his buttocks. And I'm the rightful king of Asgard. Which is now Earth, by the way. I forgot to mention that. So I suppose that makes me your new ruler. So, you're welcome.
What did he say?
Is he talking to the whole table? Because I wasn't listening.
Can you speak up?
I said I'm your new ruler.
Yeah, Earth doesn't work like that, I'm afraid.
Well, me and my new Infinity Gauntlet beg to differ. I will follow the majestic Pirate Angel Man anyway.
Hey, jerkface. My girlfriend died for your precious gauntlet.
Oh, you mean this girlfriend?
Whoa. Where am I?
Awesome!
There is Gamora.
Okay, I take it back. That Thor guy's pretty great.
Well, you guys, we finally made it. What an achievement, right? Look at us. Everyone's here. The Guardians, Spider-Man. Shuri even made a new Vision.
Thank you, Vibranium.
Yeah, everyone's here except Hawkeye and the Netflix Avengers. And Ant-Man.
My bad, guys. Siri didn't know how to get to Wakanda.
Okay.
Siri
except
didn't know
those
how to
guys.
get to Wakanda. I can actually
We're
hear
all here,
Scott
though.
saying that.
We won
Yeah.
the day.
What are you talking about? We always win.
This is like every summer for us.
Can you imagine if we actually lost?
Oh, that sounds awful.
Terrible way.
Oh boy.
I literally just became the king of Wakanda.
Well, thanks to us, and mostly me, we didn't lose. So, a toast.
Here's to the greatest team in the whole universe.
To Vibranium.
Yeah!
And to a couple of tag-alongs, who were pretty awesome as well.
Yeah.
Are you talking about us? I'm not a tag along. I was here first. Yeah, if anything, you guys are on my third wheel. Do you know why?
Because you're Batman.
That's right.
They're learning.
I am Groot. I'm Batman. Wow, I really thought that was gonna come back to me.
He's a teenager. He doesn't care about anything right now.
Apathy is at its highest whenever you're a teenager.
Steve Rogers.
Dang it.
Please stop.
Hey, remember when we had that Civil War? And wanted to kill each other for nothing?
I got paralyzed.
You were all arrested.
Remember when Rhodey had a different face?
Remember when Bruce had a different face?
I remember when Black Widow made me believe we had a future together?
She did.
Oh, that's cold.
Remember when I saved the world from Dormammu without any of you?
What?
Don't make up stories, Strange.
No, really, guys.
I'm not making it up.
Remember when I killed Tony's parents?
I'm still not 100% okay with that, you one-armed Jesus.
2 arms, you... Wait, what?
I told you I'd get that arm.
Silly rabbit. Tricks of a wizard.
Siri, guys seriously don't understand how many times somebody died.
Happy endings are so cheesy sometimes.
Hey man, my name's Korg, and this
Hey,
is
Korg and Meek.
We're gonna go to that jukebox over there and play some music. Wanna come?
Sure, why not?
And then I was all, tank missile.
Remember when Star-Lord used to be immortal?
Remember when I was frozen?
Has anyone else been to the ancestral blue?
Anybody want to buy a robot arm?
You get that. You get that, Batman.
Oh, I like this tune. Has a nice beat.
Thanos, what did you do?
You just
Thor.
do.
What did you do?
Lost? I did.
Does that mean I won the bet?
Guys, I feel itchy. Like,
Oh
really
no.
weird.
Oh no.
Oh no, this is different. No! Something is happening.
Are all the...
Feet, old man. This is no place to...
Holy shit. No. No, you gone too far. Come on, leave the predator alone.
Oh, no. No. No.
Palpatine,
Are you happy now, Thanos?
I thought it was the only way.
Jesus.
Joker, I don't feel so good. I don't know what's happening. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Joker,
Is that
please.
because
No, seriously.
is it
played
because
Red once
his
before
name
already.
in
I don't want to go through
in
that again.
Maybe this will help.
before
Stab.
Oh, why would you do that?
Because it's funny!
Do you see me laughing? Ah!
Oh, man.
I hate you guys.
There goes Cersei. There goes Maleficent. Electro.
Where is it? Where is that blasted thing? I'm going to regret this. Oh my. Heroes are so unknown.
Oh shit. Deadpool, really? Deadpool?
Of course.
Wait.
Of course.
Is that sort of a callback to like Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe?
Well, Deadpool. So, at one point, Thanos apparently wouldn't let Deadpool die because Death had a crush on him.
Hello, everyone. I'm back. Have I got a story for you? I faked my own death again. What is this? Where is everyone?
Okay, but you were saying that Thanos, had his obsession with death, and because of that, he pretty much hexed Deadpool to live forever.
Got jealous.
Yeah, that was back when. Okay,
it's honestly kind of dumb.
It is, but hey.
Well, I mean, a lot of the Deadpool storylines are a little.
Well, yeah, they're fourth wall breaking, very profane, very crazy. I mean, they kind of have to be.
Yeah. There was one though. I did actually laugh. It was he teamed up with Hawkeye, and he was like, "Hey, your thing is a bow and arrow, so I brought a bow and arrow with trick arrows too." And they're all foam Hulk fist arrows, and he shoots it. And when they hit, they go, "Rah, Hulk smash." And then a few seconds later explode. He's like, "That's the trick. They all explode. They don't do anything else."
That is so good. That's so Deadpool.
I gotta say, that was pretty funny.
I wonder if now that Deadpool has been acquired by the Marvel Cinematic Universe, by Disney, I wonder if they'll actually allow that as like a callback to that in the third film. It's like, hey kids, you want to see a trick with a magic arrow? Watch this. Pull back, and he goes, Hulk. It's like Hulk, smash. And then all of a sudden it hits somebody who's beating up on Cable, and all of a sudden it turns around. It's like you hear Hulk smash. Turns around, he sees that on the ground. He's like, beep beep beep. And all of a sudden the guy goes down, and Cable's just like, "You couldn't have used that earlier." He's like, "Sorry. Copyright. You know how it is."
Quiver only holds one.
Yeah, quiver only holds one. That's good. So, okay, so Avengers: Infinity War, very ambitious film for what it attempted to accomplish. I mean, 68 main character speaking parts. 68. I mean, holy crap. balancing out so many storylines. I would have been okay if the film were an extra bit longer. It was 2.5 hours. I wouldn't have minded if it were 3 hours.
Yep.
I wouldn't have minded at all. I'd have liked that because we'd have gotten more. Because that's one thing I wanted from that film. I left the theater wanting more. I wanted to see what else was cut because of time constraints and because of.
I mean, I didn't feel like I got jilted out of anything though.
Oh no, I didn't either.
It wasn't like, well, honestly, it wasn't like leaving Last Jedi where there were so many unanswered questions with seemingly no resolution. I mean, the like, you know, it was a little busy, but it's like you feel like you're going to get resolution for the really big questions because they're not going to spoil the second half, obviously. But it's like you didn't feel. Well, I didn't feel cheated, but I guess a lot of people felt cheated based on the response with like the Infinity Gauntlet vaporizing people. But it's like.
Oh no!
I'm so many of those people have to come back for other movies that are already slated, so something's up.
I think it's the story resolution. I think that's what I think that's what a lot of people are more excited about. They're more excited about the story resolution and seeing how they're going to do it. They know that they're going to have to bring back the other heroes,
right?
Especially the ones that have a guaranteed spot. However, that still doesn't excuse people 100% from being completely written out. I mean, Captain America is no longer Chris Evans, his contract is up with Marvel. Now, he stated that he gladly signed another deal to be in more films, but apparently from what I'm understanding, this is the end of Phase 3. The next Avengers Infinity War is going to be the end of Phase 3, and thus they're going to start phasing out the older heroes and instead injecting newer ones. In which I can understand that Thor, Captain America, there hasn't been a new Iron Man movie since 2013? It's been 5 years. And that doesn't mean he can't appear in future films, like in other films with like Spider-Man and all that. But, then there's other characters who have... the guaranteed ones that are coming back are definitely Black Panther, number one, because hey, you don't get the highest grossing comic book movie in American history, right there, and then you have Avengers: Infinity War, which is the highest all-time worldwide. You don't have great success like that without a sequel, and they've also talked saying, hey, they are making a sequel to Black Panther, and Ryan Coogler is potentially going to be directing it again. And the other one who is a guaranteed comeback is Spider-Man, because they've already stated, hey, we are making another one. We are making another one of these. The only one I'm 100% unsure about is Doctor Strange, because... from what I understand, they want to do more films with Benedict Cumberbatch, but I think they're trying to see how it will all play out in Infinity War. Because Doctor Strange was successful, but it wasn't as successful as, say, Black Panther, which made almost $1 billion. Actually, I think it did make $1 billion. I'm not 100% sure on that. But you see, that's the thing about these films, is that there's no telling just how things are going to play out 100%. Like, things are going to come, like, people are going to come back, but you don't know if, like, say, I think a more poetic death, one that would truly be shocking, would be Iron Man. Like, Iron Man gives his life so that everyone else can come back.
Sure.
And all that's left of him is his chest piece. Like, everything biological about him, like, fades away. Like, say he takes the brunt of Thanos' attack and he fades away like everyone else did, and all that's left is his chest piece. And they take that back to Pepper, and that's all that's left of him. And all that's left of Tony Stark is his legacy. There's no telling what is going to happen in the next film, because there's so many unknowns that can happen, but yet at the same time, I felt that Infinity War ended on a logical closure point. I felt like it didn't just throw stuff out there just to be subversive. It actually did things that made me feel like, oh, this is actually a really good story that has actually a pretty decent conclusion. Whereas, like you were talking about in The Last Jedi, there was so much stuff thrown out there, you're just like, wait a second, I thought they were going this direction. Wait, they're going that direction now? No. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and I'm just like, and they painted themselves into a corner with that. I mean, I like Rian Johnson as a filmmaker, but he painted the Star Wars franchise into a bit of a corner with how he left off The Last Jedi. And I know I'm going to get some hate for that, and I expect it. But honestly, this is just my opinion, guys. This isn't the be-all, end-all, but from everything I'm seeing, all the evidence that is pointing to, I really don't know where they're going to go with Episode 9, and I think I see why they're having such a frustrating time getting the writing done on Episode 9. Because, hey, they had all this stuff set up in Episode 7, and then all of a sudden Episode 8 goes almost a completely different direction with some of the major plot points, and all just to be subversive, which, don't get me wrong, subversion's good whenever you're messing with something fresh, but when you're already messing with a plot that's already in motion, and you willingly do it just for the hell of it, it doesn't make a lick of sense. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this. This was how it should have ended, Black Panther, or not Black Panther, but Avengers Infinity War. We already watched Black Panther. What am I talking about? We already watched the Black Panther of this. So if you want to see more of this, feel free to let us know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to check out the original video. Check out how it should have ended. They put out pretty much all these videos, and they have killer writing, killer comedy, and just some great theories and everything. And hey, give them a look, guys. And signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah.
And we'll see you later, everyone. Peace out.